What's up, guys? This is JTQ9 of SSx1, and welcome back to the channel. Season 45, war number 11, the rematch against Salty, which is just very, very unlucky for us. I mean, we started off the season, 6-2, and then we've run into a bunch of juggernauts along the way. But hey, what can you do? That's war at Tier 1 level, and let's see what we can do. I've got a couple of interesting fights this this war that I was kind of nervous about. So this one here was not one of them. As you can see, 2 SP2s and he, or she, I should say, Scarlet Witch Sigil, is done. I mean, that helps when you have the synergy with Penny. She just does extra crit damage and it's just very, very nice to have. But it's always nice when she crits on those SP2s to do that kind of damage, and with the power back, into that fight very quickly. So these first 2 fights were not really the ones I was worried about. The ones, as you saw maybe by the thumbnail, is that of the 5 fights I have a Shuri fight against Domino, which I was very nervous about. In general, just because I just newly ranked up my Shuri to R2 because I'm going to be tackling the Acropolis in the next, well, I mean, obviously before January 15th, but sooner than later. I'd like to kind of get on that and get going. I just haven't had the chance. Unfortunately, work's been too busy with the nature of the work I'm in. There's Black Friday and just, anyway, just busy time of year. Activities, kids' activities and all that stuff. So. But what can we do? So anyway, the idea is I just ranked up my Shuri to R2, and knowing our officers, they like to, throw me curveballs here and there. So this is my first time taking a absorbing man since the debacle on the last one where he was out regenning me and kind of stressing me to death. So this fight I was very nervous for. Especially since, again, we're starting off with 20 seconds into the fight, and he's only down 5%. So I got the first SP2 off, which was nice. So at least now we're down to, 68, 65%, 66, which was nice. I was getting my heavies right after his specials, so I was able to knock him down to disactivate kind of either his Uru or his Magma mode. And we're already doing way better than we did last time. So a minute in and he's down to 40% health. Happy with that. Again, was able to disactivate stuff, take 5-hit shot to the head. But because he's down, I'm able to land some big SP2s. And here I decided, because I knew I had a striker available, I was like, I am just going to YOLO it. Let's go. Maybe it was a little aggressive. He had, 30% health left when I decided, you know what, forget it. We're just going to go for the ultimate combo. I don't know if you guys played Killer Instinct back in the day, but it was the ultimate combo. Anyway, we're not gonna try to make some sound effects here. But so this was the fight I was concerned about. So after getting some help from guys in the Alliance, the idea was, also because I'm short on Invul boosts. No, that wasn't this one. That was another one. Sorry, apologies. I decided to use an Invul boost just because I'd seen some of the fights go really, really bad where if you get cornered and she gets pushed to an SP3 and that just could be horrible. So the idea is to, as soon as they get the SP1s, get it up to get the critical shock available. So then you just let the damage go. So I was doing basically 3-hit combos to make sure no placebo effect was kind of getting on, because she was getting gain power from all that, and then just watching kind of the ticks come off. So right now, doing some big hits, but also, she's burning 700-800 health per second on top of some other stuff. So the idea was, again, just making sure that I was power controlling everything, trying to bait the specials and not get too cornered where I would get into trouble. So for the most part, I can't really complain because I'm, 99% health. I made sure that I was hitting when she was lucky, and now she's down. So very, very happy with the way that fight went. I don't think I could have played it any better. Maybe not taking that 1% chip damage, but I will take that any day of the week. So now heading into this Sasquatch fight. Again, this is the one that I've taken a lot. that is very tricky, but this guy here, as an R3, had close to 1 million health. The idea, again, is that I build to the SP2, I attempt to then knock him down, and then knock him down to remove the protection. He goes debuff immune, and then I throw the SP2 to try to maximize on the damage. That has kind of been the most effective way I've been able to get him down, because he does regenerate kind of constantly. And right now I'm just trying to get the protection up, and then so I could eventually get the big I say the big, but as big of an SP2 that I'm going to get against him. So unfortunately the protection jumped up right at the wrong time on that one. But we keep going. So again, we're a minute bit in. He's down 40% health, probably in the same range kind of as my Chavez in the previous war, but able to do a good amount of damage, down to 45 with a minute and a half in. So we're working, we're cooking, we're getting through this. But again, the problem is as you know, is that the longer the fight goes on, there's more risk that something goes wrong. Just there's always the potential, right? You can get cornered. You can take an SP1 when he's got the Wrath up, which would stun me and then put me in a lot of trouble. Put a Rupture on me, or Rupture, sorry, that can get me in a lot of trouble. So, yeah. But here I'm just trying to play safe, just trying to again bait out the SP2s as much as possible, because they're the easiest to kind of counter with a heavy to knock them down if I need to, and just punish in general. So. Yeah, it's just, this was a really long fight. I honestly don't think I could have played it any better. The chip damage I took was not by choice. I did have to bait out some heavies at times. The parries were kind of doing a lot of the damage on me. And again, it's just a very, very tough fight. Very tough fight. I don't know if maybe another champ would have been better, but I know I've had success against him kind of all season in this particular one, so that was nice. That was like a 50 some odd, 37 followed by a 24 SP2, which was very nice. And now we're getting down to hopefully where assassin mode kind of kicks in, assassin range. Knock him down to try to see if I can get the big SP2 off. That will then hopefully get him close to being dead. And just trying to out damage the regen, because the regen still, he's ticking at 2,000 at the time, 2,000 a tick, which moves them up pretty quick. Which again is very frustrating when you're trying to knock someone out when you know they only have 1 or 2% health left. So anyways, 3.5 minutes in, we ended up getting him down, which was good. Very happy with that. But sad to say, unfortunately, Salty showed up and had a great war. And again, that's another 3-death war that we lose 2-3, which has been crazy. Like this season, I think for us as an alliance, I think it's one of our best seasons in terms of our attack bonuses. Like, I think we're averaging under 3 deaths a war, and just with the opponents that we're dealing with, we were just very, very unfortunate at this point. But anyways, it is what it is. Hopefully something gets done with matchmaking eventually that we can, maybe it's based on attack bonuses instead of just outright wins and with the war ratings and stuff. But anyways, we'll see what happens. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for tuning in. That puts me 50 kills, 2 deaths on the season, still 6-5. And we have a big last war I think we needed to make master. So catch you on the next one. Take care.